Okay, we're recording.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Kimberly Kennison. I would like to call to order the special meeting of Sprague Subcommittee of the MARB. And we do have a quorum, and the time is 9:05. I'm the designee for Secretary McCaw, and with me today is Christine Shaw, who's the designee for Treasurer Wooden. We're having a short meeting this morning today to get up to date on the 5-year plan and with recommendation, hopefully, to push forward to the full MARB today. And I don't have any other items to bring to anyone's attention. Christine, yourself?
I do not. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from May the 6th of the special subcommittee. And could I get a motion, please? You're
So moved.
on mute. Thank you, Christine. And a second.
Second.
Mark. Thank you, Mark. And since I can see everybody, is everybody in favor, opposed, or abstained?
Favor.
Thank you.
I abstain. I had difficulty opening up the document, so I haven't had a chance to review it.
Okay. Do you want to hold or no?
If you don't mind holding, I could take.
I'll hold.
Okay.
I'll hold.
Well, we can proceed and perhaps come back.
Very good. And I'm going to vote in favor of. All right. The next item on the agenda, Christine, I will hold on for your vote. And the next item is to discuss and possible action on the 5-year plan. And in doing so, that this 5-year plan was first received on May the 6th. And again, a draft was given on May the 13th at the full MARB meeting. We've provided some updates. The town has provided some updates on that 5-year plan. And the town used some conservative assumptions for projecting their revenue and expenditures. And with no grand list growth in the out years from fiscal year 23 to fiscal year 23 through 26. In fiscal year 22, they did, based on the actuals, they did have a 1.6% increase. Their state aid was flat during this time. And the 5-year plan was updated to eliminate the general fund deficit in the out years and to build some fund balance. The town was also asked to include a plan for eliminating the deficit in the capital non-reoccurring fund. The revised plan includes transfers for a portion of each year's surplus to pay down the deficit in the capital fund. So I'm thankful that the town did that and listened to our recommendation. The general fund is projected to grow to just under 5% in 5 years when they get to the 2026. And I do not have any questions. I'm very thankful and glad to see that everything that we had asked for is included in this plan. And I'm also glad to see that their fund balance is moving favorably in the right direction. And this plan is actually a more favorable plan than we had received in prior years. And I think it is of the good works of the town and the Board of Ed working together. Any questions from the members?
Yes, Ms. Kennison.
Yes.
In reviewing the minutes, they seem appropriate, and I would vote in support of accepting the minutes from the May subcommittee meeting. And in those minutes, reference was made to the town kind of expounding on how it intends to use federal relief funds. And I wasn't sure if we had been provided that information.
We have not been provided that information as of yet, as it was still pending, and they weren't comfortable with that. So we're going to keep that as an open item as some additional information has come forth with the U.S. Treasury on how to use those funds, and then work with them going down the road with during the subcommittees. I can say that we'll definitely be putting that on the agenda for all of our subcommittees, Christine. Anything more to add, Cheryl?
No, I think that pretty much sums it up. That now that the further guidance is coming out, we'll come up with a better plan and review and also seek your guidance.
Great, thank you.
And none of it is included in the budget nor in the out years for this town.
Correct.
I'm going to stop for a moment and just comment that we have approved the minutes, agenda item number 2 for May the 6th, and that item is closed as we continue our discussion on the 5-year plan. Mark, any other comments or questions?
Just what was stated before with the passage of the budget. I assume at some point in time at a later date, they will be coming up with a new budget to incorporate the favorability, hopefully, of the additional monies with the state, which has a ripple effect on everything, but it will be in a positive direction. But in order to maintain consistency as accurate as we can, I'm assuming that at later meetings, we will get an updated, revised version of their annual budget as well as their 5-year plan based on the new data.
I'm not sure if we'll get an update on the budgets. Oh, somebody's coming into the lobby. Hold on. Got it. And the impact for Sprague is very minimal. Julian, would you like to comment on that?
Right. It looks at, based on the estimates we have, it looks like overall they'll bring in about $10,000 in state aid, greater than what was built into the adopted budget. I don't know if there's a process, readily available for the town to amend its budget, but I think what we would see is in their monthly reports, in their projections, their year to date, and then their projections for year end final figures, that it would incorporate the adopted figures for state aid, and then we would expect to see what the intended use of that funding is as well. So it may be that it just shows up as a larger projected surplus at the end of the year, which would then roll into fund balance. So I think we would track it, but I don't think they will take a formal action to amend the budget. But the first selectman could correct me if I'm off on that.
No, you're absolutely correct, Julian. I would foresee that it would just be shown as a change in the estimated amount. And just as you said, it would show it as projected higher surplus.
And in an instance, will also help in the favorable side of the plan for the bottom line of the fund balance.
Mm-hmm, correct.
All right. I have nothing else to touch upon as far as this plan is concerned. I think it's a good, solid plan. It's actually one of the better that we've seen, I think, throughout all of the years. So thank you for your good work. And I am looking for a motion to recommend to the full MARB for approval of the Sprague's 5-year plan. And one other question, though, before I say that, is that in the past, we had it contingent upon the Board of Selectmen, the Board of Finance, and the Board of Ed approval, but I'm recommending that we ask for the Board of Selectmen's approval, contingent on Board of Selectmen approval.
So moved.
Thank you, Mark.
Second.
Thank you, Christine. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any no opposed? So therefore, the 5-year plan has been approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. One other item before we move. So we will look for working on the ARPA funds. I do have, we don't have other on here, but I would like to ask a question. What is the status of your RFP for the audit firm?
We have not submitted that yet. It has not gone out.
Are you planning to do so because we're in June?
Yes, we are. We've been, being that we have such a small staff, we haven't gotten that completed yet.
Okay, but you did say that the Board of Finance was interested in that, and that was agreed upon, and you do plan to do that this year?
Yes, we do plan to do that.
Okay, thank you. And one other item is the status of the policies and procedures, if you've moved forward to either address that or hire somebody to help you with that.
We would be interested in hiring someone to help us with that. I know you had mentioned that you may know of some parties that might be willing to do that. If you had any input on that, we would certainly appreciate it.
Okay, the one person that I did have as a recommendation recently just took a position as a finance director in a town, so she's no longer available. But the other thing we could do is look to a temporary firm and get some like temporary accounting assistant. If you'd like to do that, I can. All right. That's the last item. If anybody else has anything to discuss. I'm getting poor quality. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you just fine. The video is a little blurred, but you're fine.
Okay. Then can we get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you all. And it was important work, but we got through it, and we will see you again. 9:30 for Christine and 10 o'clock for all of us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all for accommodating.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day.